Hi, this is Neil O'Brien, and I'm going to do a quick summary of the Mastermind taster I did last week. A number of people couldn't make it, so just going to run through that now. Richard Branson there, he is a big fan of Mastermind groups, the likes of him and Bill Gates. I've been joining Mastermind groups for years, and they would credit Masterminds with being a big help in terms of just, developing their business. So here's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to tell you my story about Masterminds. I'm going to tell you how they work. We did have a hot seat with Peter. Obviously, we won't be doing a hot seat now, but and Q&A. All right. So how do mastermind groups work? The first part of it is education. I've been running two groups for the last 7 years. So in the first hour, we normally have maybe a guest speaker, or we do a book. Very recently, doing 10x is easier than 2x by Dan Sullivan, brilliant book. And then the main part of the meeting is hot seats. So everybody in the group gets a 15-minute slot to ask a question. The group then brainstorm ideas. At the end of the 15 minutes, I will ask the person in the hot seat to pick some actions, and they come back the next month and they update the group on how to get on with their actions. So brainstorming and accountability will be two of the main benefits people get from a mastermind group. Now, just for a moment, I'll tell you about my own experience. I joined the mastermind group in the UK in May 2017. It was a sizable enough investment, 20 grand. Went over there, and the format of our meeting was we'd meet for 2 days live. We'd meet every quarter live in a hotel meeting room, and then it would be on Zoom the other months. So I went along to that meeting and was asked to set goals. I set a goal of publishing my book. I've been working on it more off than on for years, but 8 years, making very slow progress. And I committed at that meeting in May. I came back, put a lot of time and effort into publishing that book. And I went back to the meeting in August, 3 months later, with the first copy, a draft copy of that book in my hand. Now, when I committed to the group in May that I was going to do it, I did not want to walk back into that room 3 months later and not have it done. So that accountability is a huge part of masterminds. And the other big thing from that meeting was that I wanted to start my own mastermind group. Now, at the time, the only format I knew was the 2-day one we did. And I wasn't sure that was the right fit for my clients. So I just said it to the group, and somebody said, well, would you try a half-day mastermind? And I thought, oh my God, that's brilliant. And I came back, and they're the masterminds I run within a month. I'd set up my first one 7 years ago. The second one was set up a couple of years after that. And I'm about to set up another one. So brainstorming, again, gives you fresh ideas you wouldn't come up with yourself. So who is a mastermind for? It's for ambitious business owners who want to take their business to another level. You need to be open to new ideas. You need to be willing to be held accountable, and also willing to share your knowledge and experience that you've gained over the years. Now, why would you want to join a mastermind group? Well, grow your sales is probably one of the main reasons people join a mastermind group. And in the last 2 years, members of my mastermind have grown their sales by about 42% annually. So pretty impressive numbers. We track it every year. We set goals and we track it as we go through the year, and again at the end of the year. Some people want a better work-life balance. They're happy with their level of sales and profit. They want a better work-life balance. And it is a lovely community. You know, you come together with 6, 8, 10 other business owners. You meet for half a day once a month, and people do develop really good friendships and get to know each other. Some people join a mastermind group because they want to run their own group. For me personally, getting away from this roller coaster of consulting income going up and down to steady recurring monthly income was huge for me. Made a huge difference to my business. That's just members of the original group that started 7 years ago, and 4 of those members are still in the group, which I think is a great commendation of the group. Now, as well as the monthly mastermind meetings, you also get access to my video library. This is all the consulting knowledge I've done over the last 20 years. There's 34 videos on those topics: pricing, cash flow, some really good content in there. So anyone who joins my mastermind group gets free access to those videos as well, as long as they're in the group. So I have a new group starting on the 11th of October. The format of that will be a 3-hour Zoom meeting. The first hour will be education. We'll probably go through some of the videos that I just covered there. For example, pricing, 80-20, zero cost marketing, time management. And then the second and third hours will be on the hot seats. So what topics do people ask the hot seat? It's the topics that come up in our meeting. People bring along the question, and it's the same issues that probably you've had at different stages over your course of your business: cash flow, marketing, selling price, time management, staffing, all those old chestnuts that often crop up as challenges in business often are covered in the hot seat. Now, the guidelines are, we won't be going through it now, obviously, but Peter did it in the full meeting last week. Come along with a specific question. We ask clarifying questions to understand the situation a bit better. And then it's throwing ideas. We go around the room and everybody throws idea. And the person in the hot seat at the end, 15 minutes, I'll ask them to summarize and pick out 2-3 actions to work on. And the accountability then, the next month, to come back for the accountability. So that was Peter's question. What's the best way to follow up past clients? And we had a brilliant discussion around that. So what you get, I'm starting a new mastermind group. Here's what you get. There's a half-day meeting every month. You get access to that video library, 34 videos and templates that help my clients grow their sales by 42%. Now, also at the start, I would have a one-to-one review meeting with yourself where I'd be looking to do a deep dive into your business, and I'll look to find, about 60 grand in new profits within the business. I'll put together a plan for you. The cost of that is €290 plus VAT. Okay. So the next group is starting on the 11th of October. It'll go from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., 3-hour meeting on Zoom. So if you're interested, if you're interested in that, you can, my email address is, this is the problem of, I normally take off my glasses when I'm doing this. Email address is neil@quantum.ie, neil@quantum.ie, if you're interested in finding out more. Okay. Thanks for listening.